I thought Grandma's funeral would be my darkest day because I'd lost her light, but my uncle turned her casket into a spotlight, shaming me for a 10 million secret and demanding I drain it to save his sorry hide. I'm Lena Navarro, 29, a software engineer living in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where the desert sun burns as hot as family grudges. I'm single, no kids, and I've always kept my cards close. My parents, Rosa, 60, and Miguel, 62, are retired teachers who live in a modest stucco ranch house, pinching pennies but rich in pride. My brother, Diego, 32, is a mechanic with a heart of gold, married to his high school sweetheart, Carla, with 2 kids, Mateo, 8, and Sofia, 6. They're always one car repair away from broke, but Diego's too stubborn to ask for help. Then there's Uncle Victor, my dad's younger brother, 55, a used car salesman with a gambling addiction and a talent for turning charm into manipulation. He's the kind of guy who'd sell you a lemon and call it a favor. Grandma Sophia, my dad's mom, was our anchor. At 84, she was sharp, fierce, and the only one who could silence Victor with a single glare. She'd knit blankets for the homeless, cook tamales for the whole block, and tell stories about growing up in Taos that made you feel invincible. When she died of heart failure in April 2025, it was like the earth cracked open. She left us her love, her recipes, and a small house she'd paid off decades ago. I thought that was her legacy. I was wrong. Money was always a sore spot growing up. My parents stretched every paycheck, and Victor was forever borrowing from Grandma, swearing his next casino run or shady deal would pay off. I learned to keep my successes quiet. In college, I started trading stock small bets on tech startups, nothing glamorous. By 2020, I'd grown a 10-0 savings into 500-0. When the AI boom hit, my investments in companies like NeuroCore and Quantum Labs skyrocketed. By April 2025, my portfolio was worth $10.2 million. I didn't tell a soul, not even Diego. I wasn't living Largino yacht, no penthouse, just a paid-off condo, a 2015 Honda Civic, and plans for early retirement or maybe a coding scholarship fund. Grandma knew I was doing well, but not the numbers. She'd just smile and say, "Keep it safe, mija. People get greedy." Victor, though, was a bloodhound for cash. He'd burned through 2 wives, a foreclosure, and countless investments at Sandia Casino. Grandma bailed him out twice. But after her stroke in 2023, she cut him off, saying, "Victor, you're digging your own grave." He started eyeing me, dropping hints at family dinners. "Lena, that tech job must pay big, huh?" I played dumb, but his texts grew bolder. "Family helps family, Lena. You got more than you need." I ghosted him, thinking he'd back off. I didn't know he'd been hunting. The funeral was set for May 3, 2025, at Our Lady of Guadalupe Church, a place Grandma loved. I helped plan It White Roses, her favorite mariachi band, a slideshow of her life from Taos to Albuquerque. Diego and I were pallbearers, and I thought we'd honor her together. Victor showed up late, smelling of whiskey in a wrinkled suit. I hoped he'd behave for her sake. I was naive. The church was packed, the air thick with incense and grief. Father Ruiz spoke of Grandma's kindness, how she'd knit for the parish shelter and pray for everyone, even Victor. I was holding Mom's hand, tears blurring the white roses on Grandma's casket when Victor stood during the eulogies. I thought he'd share a sloppy but sweet memory. Instead, he strode to the podium, cleared his throat, and dropped a bomb. "Sophia was a saint," he began, voice oily. "But some of us here don't honor her legacy." The church went dead silent. Diego shot me a look, his brow furrowed. Victor pulled out his phone, fumbling, then held up a screenshot. "Lena, my dear niece, has been hiding something. She's sitting on $10 million in stocks. 10 million while her family struggles." My heart stopped. The room spun. Mom gasped, and Dad muttered, "Victor, sit down." But he kept going, his voice rising with fake hurt. "I found her brokerage account public records, Lena. You're not that clever. She's got millions while I'm drowning in 200-0 of debt, while Diego's kids need braces, while we all scrape by. Grandma would be ashamed. Family shares, Lena. Pay my debt sits nothing to you. Honor her." Heads turned. My cousin Marisol whispered, "Is that true?" My tia Carla clutched her rosary, eyes wide. I wanted to scream, but my throat was a knot. Victor waved his phone like a lawyer, showing grainy screenshots of my portfolio. God knows how he got them. Maybe he'd hacked my old laptop. Maybe he'd bribed a shady contact. He ranted about selfish millennials and how grandma's real family deserved my money. She's no Navarro if she hoards it, he shouted, his face red. I stood, legs shaking, and managed, Victor, this is a funeral. Stop. He smirked, like he'd already won. Tell the truth, Lena. You're rich and you let us suffer. Diego grabbed his arm, hissing, Enough! But Victor yanked free, yelling, She's a liar! Father Ruiz stepped in, urging calm, and the mariachi band started playing to drown him out, but the damage was done. Every eye in the church burned into me, family, neighbors, even the florist. I felt like a thief caught red-handed, my secret twisted into a sin. After the service, people whispered as we filed out to the cemetery. Marisol cornered me by the hearse. Lena, 10 million? Why didn't you say anything? I mumbled, It's complicated, and pushed past. Victor lingered by the church steps, smirking as he typed on his phone. I buried Grandma with a weight heavier than her coffin. Text message from Victor, May 3, 2025, 3:17 p.m. Lena, you embarrassed me in front of everyone. Wire me the $200K by Monday, or I'll tell the whole city you're a fraud. Grandma's watching. I drove home in a fog, ignoring Mom's calls to talk. In my condo, I locked the door, sank to the floor, and replayed Victor's words. How did he know? Why there at her funeral? I checked my brokerage account secure, thank God, but found an old email from 2024, a login attempt from an unfamiliar IP. Victor had been stalking my digital life for months, maybe years. I called my financial advisor, Priya, who confirmed my accounts were safe, but urged me to file a police report for potential identity theft. Lena, he's not family, she said. He's a predator. I spent hours scouring my digital footprint, finding clues, a phishing email I'd ignored, a fake LinkedIn request, even a friend request from a profile with Victor's middle name. He'd been plotting this, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. By midnight, I was livid not just at Victor, but at myself for hiding my success so well it became a weapon. I wrote in my journal, May 4, 2025. Grandma taught me to be strong, but I feel like a fraud. Victor doesn't get to ruin her memory. I won't pay him a dime, but I need to fix this for her, for me. I'm done being the quiet one. I called Diego the next morning. He was pissed, but loyal. Lena, 10 million? Damn, girl, why didn't you tell me? But Victor's a snake. What's the plan? I said I'd confront Victor privately and needed his backup. Diego agreed, adding, He's done this before, tried to guilt Grandma into selling her house. We got you. I texted Victor, me, May 5, 2025, 10:22 a.m. Meet me at the diner on Central, 1 p.m. We talk, no threats. Victor, 10:25 a.m. About time. Bring your checkbook. At the diner, I hid my phone to record. Victor swaggered in, acting like he'd won the lottery. I stayed calm, asking, You exposed me at Grandma's funeral. Why? He leaned back, smug. You're selfish, Lena. That money could save me, save the family. Grandma would want it. I pressed, How'd you get my info? He dodged, muttering about public records. I leaned in. Did you hack me, Victor? Steal from me? His laugh was hollow, his eyes nervous. I laid it out. I'm not paying you. I'm reporting you for fraud. If you ever mention Grandma again, I'll make sure everyone knows you're a con man. He scoffed, but I saw sweat on his brow. You don't have the guts, he said. I stood, leaving cash for my coffee. Watch me. My heart pounded, but I felt Grandma's strength in my spine. That night, I filed a police report, detailing Victor's threats, the screenshots, and his shady texts. I also called a lawyer, Elena Martinez, who specialized in financial crimes. She said, Lena, we'll lock him out and hit him hard if he tries again. For the first time, I felt in control. The family split like a fault line. Mom called, sobbing, Lena, why didn't you tell us? We could have helped Victor quietly. Dad was quieter, saying, He's my brother, but you're my daughter. Do what's right. Diego was my rock, shutting down relatives who bought Victor's sob story. He told Tia Carla, Victor's lying, Lena's not the villain, but Marisol drank the Kool-Aid, posting on Facebook, Some people hoard millions while family suffers. Shame. I blocked her, but the sting lingered. Victor kept swinging. He texted cousins and uncles, claiming I'd stolen the money from Grandma's estadia lie, since her estate was just her house, and 20-0 split between Dad and Victor. Most didn't buy it, but the rumors spread. At a family BBQ on May 10, my cousin Eddie gave me the cold shoulder, muttering, "Rich girls don't get it." Tia Carla, though, pulled me aside. "Mija, you don't owe him nothing. Don't let him win." Her hug was the only warmth I felt that day. The community fallout was worse. Albuquerque's small gossip travels faster than a dust storm. My boss at the tech firm, Greg, overheard a rumor I was loaded and joked, "Lena, you buying us out?" I forced a laugh, but it hurt. Neighbors stared when I walked my dog, whispering about the millionaire. I started therapy, unpacking the guilt of hiding my wealth and the rage at Victor's betrayal. My therapist, Dr. Lopez, said, "You didn't cause this. He chose to weaponize your success." The police investigation crawled, but they confirmed Victor had accessed my old laptop during a 2023 family party. Diego caught him borrowing it, claiming he needed to check email. No charges yet, but the threat of jail rattled Victor. He called me, drunk, on May 15. "You're dead to me, Lena. Grandma's ashamed." I hung up, handshaking, and saved the voicemail for my lawyer. Timeline of key fallout moments. May 4. Mom's tearful call begging for family unity. May 7. Marisol's Facebook post liked by 12 relatives. May 10. BBQ where Eddie and others shunned me. May 12. Police confirm Victor's laptop access. May Kens. Victor's drunk voicemail, now evidence. It's June 24, 2025, and I'm still standing, though the scars remain. Victor's gone quiet. Diego says he's hiding out, probably spooked by the police. My lawyer, Elena, locked down my accounts and drafted a defamation suit if Victor tries again. I came clean to my parents, showing them my portfolio over coffee. Mom cried, not from greed but awe. "You built this, Lena. Don't let him take it." Dad nodded, his eyes soft with relief. Diego just grinned. "You're a badass, sis." I'm done hiding. Last week, I launched the Sofia Navarro Scholarship Fund for local coders, seeding it with 750-0. Diego's kids, Mateo and Sofia, are the first recipients. They're starting coding camp this summer. It's not about guilt. It's about what Grandma would have wanted, lifting others up, not tearing them down. The family's still fractured. Tia, Carla, and Diego have my back, but Marisol and Eddie keep their distance, poisoned by Victor's lies. I'm letting them go, one painful cut at a time. The twist came last month. Sorting through Grandma's things, I found a letter in her old Bible dated March 2025, a month before she died. "Lena, I know you're holding something big. Don't let them guilt you. Victor's lost, but you're found. Keep shining. Love, Grandma." I sobbed for hours, clutching her words. She didn't know the details, but she knew me. That letter is my armor now, proof I'm not the villain Victor painted. My journal entry last night says it all. June 23, 2025. Victor thought he'd break me, but he just forged me. I'm not the scared kid hiding her wins. I'm Sophia's granddaughter, tough, smart, and done with leeches. The money's mine, but the legacy's hers. Victor may face jail, or he may slink away. I don't care. My portfolio's climbing past 10.5 million. My condo's still home, and Grandma's memory is untarnished. I'm not sharing my millions with vultures, but I'm sharing her love with the world. That's the real honor.